Thank you so much, Zé. Olá, bem-vindo. Thanks for joining us.
Hola, hello everyone. Thank you. I appreciate your invitation.
No, we are really excited to have you join us here for the Actify C3 Summit. And so just for everyone's information, we have José Valente, who is the Senior Manager of Tooling and Injection Molding for Yazaki Europe. And so welcome, José. So if you could tell us a little bit about Yazaki Europe and where you're located, do you have locations in other countries, and just generally about the business, because there's a lot. I was looking at your website and there's a lot that you guys produce, so just give us a quick summary.
Worldwide company, multinational company working directly for car or automotive constructions. We have several units. We have we supply the complete cable harnesses for connection systems, for data connectivity and for electrical connections. We produce the copper wire. We produce the isolation of the wire. We have also our development unit located in Croatia, in Zagreb. They are the development center. From there, the products are closed and validated. So we are spread around Europe, also with logistic distribution units. We are in Belgium, in Portugal, in France, in Germany, in Hungary, in Bulgaria, in Romania. So that's Europe. Of course, the company was born in Japan. It was born in Japan. Then it spread all over the world. Of course, we are also located in Africa, in other locations in Asia. We are also in India. We are in America.
That is quite so. Like you said, global company producing a wide variety of products. Can you talk a little bit about the technology and the systems that you're using to, design those products, to share information and manage the data? What kind of, are you using CAD systems, or what kind of systems are you using in across the enterprise?
So most of the systems we use, they most of the time they are special requirements from the customers, so that we work on the same basis they work. So the 3D softwares most of the time are imposed by our customers. Given that we have several customers and we work with all type of constructors, from Tesla to GM to PSA, we use, I would say, all of the 3D available softwares for construction, for evaluation, and for design. We use all of them. Also, we use 2D systems because the harnesses to be development and the length and the contours that they will face on the car, they are always modeled in a 2D representation, not 3D. So I can say that from my experience, Yazaki is provided with all of the alternatives that you can find in the market.
And so how does that all come together, and is that kind of where SpinFire comes into play, where you're having to read all these different CAD data file types in both 2D and 3D? How does that come together, and what led you to use the SpinFire application?
I had contact with the software in my previous professional experiences. When I came to Yazaki, I saw that they have no tool at the same level that SpinFire allows us to be. So from the first contact with the software, everyone was very pleased, because the software has, first of all, a really good programming, which allows you to open all sorts of extensions, all sorts of CAD data in a much faster way. Other than that, other than allowing you to use it and to read it in a very fast way, it also allows you not to you don't need a really big station or with a big capacity to use this software. You can have a simple computer, random computer, that will work and will perfectly allow you to evaluate CAD datas, complete tools, complete sets of assembly, and so on. It's very useful because you can export a set of inserts, you can export a complete tool. If you don't have it in the step extension, you can quickly transform it in a new data step format. So also for assembly, when you have the freedom to transform and to create the components in the way you intend, it's easy for you to look for interferences, for
Right.
ways to avoid errors on assembly, so on and so on. When you want to present something to the customer or internally,
Mm-hmm.
the way you can get the illustration of the pictures and the images and so on, it's the one of the most advantages, because you can have a really clean and simple illustration of the
Right.
problem you are facing, of several section cuts and so on. The section cut models, in it's one of the advantages, because you can flow very easily in the location you want whenever you want. You can come out, you can go in again.
Mm-hmm.
It's a really great tool. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's enough.
That's a well, no. So I was going to ask, you talk about um, being able to have a better communication with the customer, and so I'm wondering, and you mentioned earlier that you don't need, a heavy machine or like a full CAD application to view the CAD files. So can you think of other departments within Yazaki that are now able to view designs and view models that weren't able to view them before? So can you talk about how maybe the different groups within the company are using SpinFire to visualize what they need to visualize?
So from all the units that are using, I only left one aside. So we are using SpinFire in 4 units. So the tooling division for tool construction is using. The assembly unit is also using it to evaluate the equipments, the assembly and the kinematics of the assembly. The tool follow-up team is also using it, and especially the team that is costing for the products, they are also using it. So we have 4 units using it internally, with a most positive feedback, and also very profitable, because they are faster, they are more assertive, and of course, you mentioned a topic that is very important. Usually when you have X, Y, or Z software, you need training for the persons who are operating with them, the individuals that are operating with them. When you train them, they must continue to practice in order to be at a good level for evaluation,
Right.
for handling with the products. The SpinFire is not needed for this special training. Persons who are
Right.
not who do not have a past by working with 3D datas, they struggle when using this tool. Evaluating any type of folder or files, they have no issue. So
So that was going to be my next question, is if you're just using it in Portugal now, and the plan is to start rolling it out to other offices. other offices, other departments as well? Or because you said 4 units are using it now, so is the plan to expand use across the enterprise?
We are going to translate the use of the software for the same 4 units in Romania, because the organization is parallel. So the units that are using it now are this in Portugal. For Romania will be exactly the same. The same 4 units will have access to the software and will have the possibility to work in a better way, because we
Okay.
so far evaluated to be much better to work with.
Got it. So if you could choose your most favorite feature or capability of the software, what would that be?
I choose the complete package.
The
No,
whole thing.
the whole thing. Of course, we do not face the same problems every day. We face different problems, different situations every day. Given the many possibilities of the software, I have not a preferred one to choose from, because all of them are useful for the different scenarios you face, for the different difficulties that you face. Okay, you have, for example, some persons underestimated this modulus of the software, but I find it very interesting. You can choose from solid to surface components. If you want to communicate someone which area is to be changed in a product that is still not changed, you can easily color the surface is of the involving area. You can just color the location of the change you will implement. So it's also another feature. Of course, you have section cut, you have transformation possibility, you have transparency, you have so many other things, but the software has many skills that are useful.
So one last question, Jose, is that if there was someone out there still evaluating a CAD viewer tool or a visualization tool, what would you be your advice to them? Whether it's, SpinFire specific, or here's the main thing that you need to look for in a visualization tool for your company.
Well, each company has its own activity, its own needs, but like I said in the past, I was working in other companies, different activities, different businesses, but the general usage of this software, you cannot find it in many of the other available softwares in the market. I see the focus to improve it even in a better way with other solutions, which is great. So if it already complies with our needs, if it already has a satisfactory answer, more than satisfactory answer, I'm curious to see the future, but the future solutions. But I would say that this tool is the most complete tool you can find in the market according to general needs when you are referring to injection molding, to die cast, to assembly processes, to tooling constructions, and so on. About the tooling constructions, the same goes for example, for the tool shop. I would say that given these advantages, these features, and the complete package of solutions that the software presents, I would say it's the best software solution I have seen so far in the market, not without features for building. Okay, I would say it's a great tool.
And I can't think of a better note to end it on than that one. And so thank you so much for your time, Jose.
Thank you, and appreciate the cooperation. Okay.
Excellent.
See you soon. Bye.
Thank you.